Hello everybody, today I'm going to be playing some Terminator Resistance on PlayStation 4. Now, I know this game is like under a lot of people's radar and I don't know, I guess it's gotten mixed reviews, but I'm having a pretty good time with this game and I wanted to do a little video here so you can kind of see it and get my perspective on it. So that's what we're up to here. We're messing around. It's daylight right now. I specifically picked this chapter to load up. I'm actually almost done with the game. I'm in the very final section right now. And I could be finishing that, but I thought, you know, I'll do that later tonight, and maybe for now I'll take advantage of having the day off for President's Day here, and I'll make this video finally. I've been meaning to do this for a while. I've liked this since I got it a couple of weeks ago, or I guess it was maybe a month ago. It was around the middle of January that I got this game, and it's been a good time. It's been fun. It's not perfect. It's got a lot of I don't know, some rough edges here and there, I guess, so to speak. But it's fun, and I'm a huge fan of Terminator. So knowing that, you know, I guess keep that in mind. If you're not a big Terminator fan, this might have less of an impression on you, I suppose, but I don't know, it's kind of like Fallout.
Dr. Mack, is that you? The Resistance needs your help. Mack! It would be a shame to lose that camera.
Now, why would you do that?
Because we don't have time for this. Come out here. Skynet has developed a new Terminator model, the Infiltrator.
You've seen one already?
We've captured one, and we need your help. Are you there?
How do I know you're not an infiltrator? You've seen them. You know how incredibly lifelike they are, so you should understand my concerns. Head up that hill. If you want me to help you, you have to take a test for me.
Test?
Yes, to determine whether you're a Terminator or not. And be careful, I'm watching you.
Excuse me. So, a little bit of story there. I guess a little bit of spoilers here, but it's hard to do one of these videos without having some spoilers. But anyway, yeah. So this is kind of like Fallout. I'm gonna get into the menus here really quick just to kind of show you. You've got a skill tree here, and I've got a skill point to burn. Oh, excuse me, I had to cough for a minute, unplug my mic. So yeah, anyway, skill tree here, you've got combat, science, and survival. And you can tell I really haven't put much into toughness here. I found basically that putting a lot of my resources into making my weapons good and strong kind of negates the need to be tough and be able to absorb a lot of damage. So anyway, there's lockpicking, there's hacking. You craft different materials, and then you've got some stealth elements here and there, and then you've got basic, you know, like gun and explosive related perks here. So yeah, you just kind of build all that stuff out as you go, and I think I'm gonna go with this one for now since I had a point to burn. And my inventory here, you can get an expanded backpack that gives you more slots, but you've got, like, I've got trip mines, I've got a termination knife, which is great for sneaking up behind Terminators and disabling them in one hit. Pipe bombs, noisemakers for distractions, plasma cells for the plasma weaponry. So yeah, all kinds of crafting stuff down here. These are the materials you use when you're making a lot of this stuff. But yeah, it's good. It's got just enough depth to make this more than just kind of a brain-dead first-person shooter. And you can see I've got my scope here on my plasma sniper rifle, but then you've also got this, like, set of goggles that help you see machinery. They pick up, like, electronic signatures or whatever. So that's really handy for when you're indoors and stuff and there's, like, Terminators walking around and you kind of, like, are trying to figure out what their patterns are for their patrols and that kind of thing. So You can either sneak up on them if you want to, or you can make sure you don't get too overwhelmed if you want to ambush them. Oh, that guy was behind something. There we go. And that little bar at the top that was kind of filling up, that's a detection meter. Stand still, you little squirt. There we go. That knows I'm here somewhere, kind of.
They're actually trying to fight you? Very clever way to make me think that you're not one of them. Unfortunately for you, I'm not that easily fooled.
And I got a grenade we'll finish him off with. Oh, whoops, had my noisemaker equipped. So yeah, disable some of those robots, you come out here and, you know, they've got crap on them that you can loot. Circuitry, just crafting parts, that kind of stuff. So it's very much like Fallout in that way. This is not an open world game though. You basically load up these big areas, like the one that I'm in here, and they're fairly linear. You can look at the map here. If I zoom out, well, I haven't explored a ton here, but there's definitely like a set path. It'll open up and you'll have like little towns that you'll wander into, and you can kind of go wherever you want within the boundaries of the town. Oh, here's a good opportunity to demonstrate the noisemakers. Unless I use my last one, which of course I did. I threw the last one that I had. Oh well. Let's go ahead and get this gun out. These things respond to sound. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Those things hurt quite a bit if they get up right on you. They definitely got closer than I should have let them. But yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about looting, I guess, because this isn't my main save. You do get ammo off of the enemies, which is nice.
We don't have time for any of this. Just tell me where you are. I am not a robot.
Living tissue would make you a cybernetic organism, not a robot. Words have meaning. Conversations between human beings would be a lot easier if we all just trusted each other and understood the deeper meaning of what we said. Keep that in mind during this test.
Alright, hopping over
This
here.
mansion is filled with Terminators. They've been trying to find me for a while now, all 8 of them. Well, I guess with you in there, that makes it 9.
Okay, so I'm going to take a moment here to craft a decoy. And then come out here, just trade resources. That's basically free money. I like that though. You're not collecting like stupid bottle caps or whatever. You're literally collecting like canned food, bottles of water, that kind of stuff. Some notes so you can read up and get some lore. So yeah, I don't have good enough explosive skills. I can't remove those yet. I'm gonna leave that one attached for now. I'm gonna leave both of these attached. Because I've been through here before, I know it's coming up. But basically, I'm about to go in here, and there's a bunch of Terminators walking around. There we go. So, 8 of them, he said. You can kind of see the location of all of them, which is really cool. I like that. Maybe we could just peekaboo this guy and come hide down here, and he's not going to know about the little shortcut that I took to get through there. Oh shit, he's not done yet. Yeah, just like the movies, they get back up. Alright, so that's 2 down. Thanks to this room that had some free laser traps in it. I shouldn't have disabled that one there. I could have lured another one down here and gotten a free explosion, but Oh well. I think I might have some on me. Yeah, okay, I've got one on me. And this is cool because this demonstrates how I can actually fight Terminators. Early on in the game, you can't fight them. It's like a horror game in that you've got to avoid them at all costs because you just don't have sufficient weaponry to take them down. You don't have the termination knives, you don't have you know, plasma weapons. I'm just gonna hide here for a moment because I know he's about to come back through here. What I think I'm gonna do is basically set up a laser trap and then use a noisemaker to lure him through. Get my laser trap out. Oh, saw him. Go away. Okay. So yeah, let's go like this. Just put it here. And then let's go equip my noisemaker that I crafted. Here we go. Cool. Now hopefully I'll get both of those guys out here. Nope, just the one. Let's put my grenades back in the slot. Ah! So great. Okay, yep, I got the attention of another one. Definitely gonna have to run here. It's not so much that I have to run, it's that I want to run. I want to make this a little fun. I want to play a little cat and mouse here. So I can just kind of demonstrate. Come on, buddy. You know there's nothing down there. He wants to come back this way. Yeah, I love how you can highlight the different enemies in this vision mode and you can get little details on them. It gives you the health percentage that they've got left, which I think is really cool. How far away is this guy gonna walk? Oh wow, he's gone pretty far. Pretty cool, huh? Oh shoot, I thought there'd be a doorway here. Oh, let's see where this goes. Oof. Don't want to get seen. Oh shit. Almost got detected there. Got his ass. Okay, where's the last one? Here he comes. Oh shit, he's got a good rifle too. It's the one that shoots the purple lasers. Those do more damage, and I can't use those yet. Ah, I didn't want to reload. Definitely one of my favorite sections of the game. Oh, duck in here. I love how they bust open the doors. Yeah, he knows I left. So we're gonna go sneak back this way. And he just kind of lost track of me. They're not quite as smart as like a movie Terminator. And in some cases, honestly, they can be super dumb. But you know, there's just enough here. It keeps it fun, keeps it interesting, lets you... Like, they're not so smart that it makes the game ridiculously hard, right?
Too bad there's no water in that pool. I'd have you jump in and see if you float. Wait, that's a different test.
So yeah, it's very much a video game in that you can do video game-ass stuff in it, you know, like sneaking around, using obvious distractions and stuff like I did with the trip mines and stuff like that, right? So... It's fun. There's a lot of sections. Like this is probably the most. Like.
Great, you're here. Get on that stage, quick.
I was gonna say this is probably the most like cat and mouse part of the whole game. I think where you're in a house with 8 of them like that. But there are sections where you're out walking around in the world and stuff, and you can see enemies from quite a ways away, and if you want to dick around and lure them in with like traps and stuff like that, you totally can.
Skynet completely took over this place. I could do something about that.
And so yeah, I like this kind of stuff where you come upon an area. It's not really an imperative quest or anything, but it's telling you, hey, there's an outpost up here. You could take this out if you want to. And the reward for doing stuff like that, I mean, it's basically XP points, which is going to give you more skill points when you level, right? And there's always, you know, circuitry and stuff in it that you can like sell at the shop at the Resistance headquarters and stuff like that. So it definitely, you know, it pays to go do this stuff when you happen upon it. And you can tell my sniper rifle's kind of weak here. I don't think I actually... Yeah, I did mod my sniper rifle. Oh, this is a good opportunity, though, to show you... Oh, this is, like, improperly modded here. Let's go ahead and redo this. So, plasma weapons can be modded with these chips, which I think is pretty cool. I like it. It lets you kind of customize these things a little bit. But, I've got... let's see here. It basically comes down to like clip, damage, fire rate, stability. I think those are like the 4 things you can mod, and you basically just have to match here, right? So like my middle one here, I've got 2 squares. First one, I've got 2 squares. If I want to just complete this thing, I have to find another one that's just got 2 squares versus like this has got 2 dashes on it, so it's not going to work, right? Like you've got to create like a loop where you've matched each side to the one that came before it or comes after it. So we'll just go with this one here. So yeah, you can see green, we're good to go. I've got additional fire rate, damage, and clip size. And then I'll close out. And now I've got 2 modded guns here, so we'll get up on these guys' faces a little bit here. Not the most damaging. What do I got for throwables? Nothing. Oh, but I've got a... Let's have a little fun here. Yeah. This'll get it done. And this is just like the most basic ass launcher right now. You get laser guiding and then like heat seeking and stuff like that, so it's cool. There's some depth to the weapons here. It's not terribly deep, but you've got the two different kinds of missiles, you've got your different levels of plasma weapons, you've got sniper rifles and stuff. And when you start the game out... Oh, I should take care of this thing really quick here. And you can see I'm just kind of using that vision mode a lot to rely on seeing the robots around here. But I was gonna say, you start out the game with like just basic ass human weaponry. You get like a shotgun and a pistol and an Uzi and stuff. And I'd mentioned earlier that the Terminators are really scary, and that's a lot to do with how ineffective those weapons are against them. You can stun them with a shotgun, which is cool. But like the Uzi and the pistol are totally useless against a Terminator. I thought I was going to get like a little audio thing there, so I stopped talking. But yeah, it's just cool how the game kind of changes over time. You know, you start and the Terminators are very intimidating, and it's very cat and mouse, like hide from them and try to sneak by. And then eventually you just... I mean, I'm at the end of the game, like I mentioned earlier, and I'm so powerful now, I fear nothing. There are some things that are still, like, intimidating. Like, you get these big-ass, like, tanks and stuff from the movies, right? The ones that you see with the giant treads just crushing over the skulls and stuff. Those are still scary, no matter how powerful my weaponry are. Like, that's scary. You get, like, the aerial HK things. Those are scary. But a lot of like the ground infantry units and stuff, they are pretty manageable. I'm not great at this Frogger hacking minigame here. There we go. Whoops. Saves your progress once you get to like the middle spot, which is nice. Shit. God damn it, I'm so bad at this. Oh shit. Yeah, oh, gotta run! Oh, I died. I screwed up. I didn't see that Terminator hanging out there. But yeah, there is more to this game than I would have guessed, right? Like, I'd heard about this game before it came out. That's another weird thing about this game, is that when it actually came out seems up for debate. But I'd heard about this in like fall of last year, that it was coming, and like I just remember seeing it and thinking like, oh, a licensed, you know, Terminator game, it's probably garbage. I've never heard of the developer or anything like that, right? Like, this is probably just some super throwaway piece of shit game based on like a mobile game or something like that, right? Like, I bet they took a mobile game and ported it to the consoles. That's literally what I remember thinking. And it's so much more than that. Like, I was really wrong about this game. It's way better quality than I would have ever expected. And it's clear that like the people who made it love Terminator, or at least the first two movies, because there are so many references to those movies. I shot like an explosive barrel there, and they're like fuel storage canisters for Skynet, and you get XP for shooting those. I like that. You get XP for destroying like anything Skynet related. See, he's using cover, sneaky bastard. Alright, so forgot about my rocket launcher here. Let's do it. There we go. And I do want to go take over that base right there, just for the sake of the video here. Have a little fun. So anyway, I was saying that it's like weirdly up for debate when this game seems to have come out. Everything I find online said it came out in November, and that might be the case. It might have come out on like PlayStation Network, but I never saw a copy of this in a store, ever. Like, ever. And I had to, actually, I'll back up a little bit further here. Jim Sterling put out a video and basically said, hey, this game is pretty fun, I had a great time with it. And that's what turned me on to it. All credit to Jim Sterling here, because I was like, oh, damn, maybe I need to take a look at that. Because I love Terminator. I grew up watching the Terminator movies and stuff, and let's take this guy out really quick here. There we go. Oh, God, it didn't do enough damage. That'll do it, though. So anyway, yeah. Once I had found out that it was, you know, a good game to some people, to Jim mostly, I thought, okay, I'm gonna pay attention now because I like Terminator, and I like games that are kind of like Fallout-ish. Oh, also it has romance options, which I always like that in games. I feel like that's a really underrated thing that some games do. I always enjoy it, you know, be it as awkward or as corny or whatever as you might think they are. You know, to each their own. I happen to dig them quite a bit, and I like them in this game too. They're all right. So, but anyway, I couldn't find a physical copy of this game like anywhere. I was looking around, and granted, it was January, so if the game actually did hit shelves anywhere in November, it just must have been in such limited quantities that they sold their initial run and never got more in or anything. So I started looking around online anywhere I could get one, and I was going to get it from Gamefly. Actually, I started up my Gamefly subscription just so that I could rent this game and then decide to keep it. God damn it, I'm so bad at this hacking thing. It's basically Frogger. I'm just not quick enough. They put these white blocks in the way. There we go. Son of a bitch! Oh, this is my last try before I get hurt. Oh, I blew it. I blew it. Yeah, there we go. Let's try it again. So anyway, I tried to get it through Gamefly, and they had very low quantities, so they couldn't even send me one. And so I started looking around on eBay, and it was all people selling the PAL version, the European version of the game. Nobody seemed to have a US copy of the game. I know that PS4 is region free, and it doesn't really matter, but I like buying the stuff that's, you know, local to my region. So finally I got lucky, and I saw that one seller, like literally one seller, had it, had the US version of the game for sale. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna get that, and thankfully he wasn't asking for an arm and a leg for it. He just wanted $60, and he seemed to have more than one. So I said, okay, good enough, $60. I feel like that's about what I would have expected to pay. Although I do think the game came out at a lower price point. I don't know, I have not checked how much it is on PlayStation Network or Xbox or anything like that. I'm pretty sure this is also on Steam. But hey, I thought 60, good enough, you know, for a game that's kind of like Fallout, but in the Terminator universe. I'll bite. And I'm really glad I did, because as I said earlier, I'm almost all the way to the end of the game, and I've had a great time with it. It's not a perfect, flawless game. God damn it, I'm so bad at this. It's not a perfect game by any means, but I don't feel like games have to be. I feel like they've just got to be fun, and as long as they're fun, well, mission accomplished, right? So anyway, I'm here at this outpost, and you can see there's multiple floors here. The idea is to just shut it down from the terminal, and if I wanted to save ammo or whatever, I could just go downstairs and I could hack the main computer, and that would set off an explosion that like takes out all of these big fuel canisters here and basically blows up the entire thing. And I've got to just make sure that I run out quick enough. Or if I wanted to, I could just blow some of these by shooting at them long enough. But I think I'm going to do the hacking way, because it's a little more fun that way. And that way I get to go down a few floors. And turn on the old flashlight there. Oh, yep, Terminator saw me. Oh, they spotted me. Do I have any throwables left? I don't. But I've got my missiles, and I'm interested in doing this quickly for the sake of the video here. Oh yeah, now I get to demo how you heal. You literally just unzip a pack? Turret at the end of the hall. I could sneak up to it and hack it and turn it against the Terminators like I did upstairs, but since I'm in the interest of speed here, whoops, I'm going to go ahead and blow that thing up. There we go. Is that the computer? Yeah, here we go. Oh, I don't think I can hack this. Yeah, my hacking skill level's too low, and I don't think I've got... No, I've got no skill points to spend. How far away am I from being able to hack that? I'm just one level out! Ah! I'm 1,000 XP from leveling. But I'm so bad at hacking, you know what? Screw it. Let's just, Yeah, exactly. We'll just do that and we'll run our asses out of here. If I can find my way back out. There we go. I thought I heard something over there. Must have been downstairs. Okay, so anyway. I'll go do this guy's little fetch quest here. Funny enough that completing that gave me the level that I would have needed to hack down there. I think I'm going to... It doesn't really matter, I guess, since this isn't my main game. I shouldn't sit and hem and haw over this too much, but we'll do. And we'll go humor this guy. We'll get up on his stage here. I'll let you see what happens next.
Good. Now wait here for a moment.
My patience is wearing thin. Why am I even here?
Here? On the stage, you mean? Because I wanted you to recite a poem. That's right. That's why I got you on this stage, to invoke the fear of public speaking in you. This will allow me to check your emotional response. Very important in these sort of tests. So, if you could go ahead and recite a poem.
And they give me some options here. I'm gonna go with the dignified response.
Fuck off!
Very hostile emotional response. Noted. Oh, now wait and be quiet. They regularly patrol this area. Don't let them see you.
So you know I'm not a Terminator?
Of course I do. They are way better shots than you.
Then why are you making me do all this?
Because I want you to grab something for me before I help you. Turn left when you leave the theater. There you'll find a plane crash site. My spider scout should be stuck somewhere around. Just grab it and bring it back to me in one piece.
Alright, we'll go get his dumb spider and then I'll probably call this a video just because you kind of get the idea here. You've seen enough. You get these tasks, these optional side quests and stuff that you can do along the way. And you get these fun little playgrounds. Like, there's a turret there. I know there's going to be guys walking around out here. But you get these fun little sandboxes that open up where there's Terminators and other robots and stuff walking around, and you're free to tackle this stuff how you want. And, you know, I don't need a completely open world. Sometimes it's nice to be funneled a little bit, but to get these sandbox sections where it opens up and you can do it however you want to, that's great. So yeah, dudes walking around out there. And clearly, you know, they've designed these areas so that you've got plenty of cover to work with if you want to. I could be right down there in the mix with those guys, sneaking up. I could use my termination knives if I felt like crafting that. You know, I could be doing this a bunch of different ways. But this time I'm going to take the avoidance path. And I'm going to have my sniper rifle out. And you can see it hitches sometimes when it's auto-saving stuff. But that doesn't really bother me. I think for the most part the performance is fine enough on this. I am playing on a PS4 Pro. I don't know if there's any difference between this and the base model. I imagine they probably took some advantage of it, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen, like, you know, Digital Foundry hasn't talked about this game or anything like that, so really, they're who I go to for that kind of info. So without them, I really have no idea. Can I get through up here? Jump over that, or is that purposely cut off from me? Oh. Yeah, nope, I can't get through there. It seems like I should be able to get through there, but I couldn't. Well, there's his toy.
I've got it!
Good job! I'm in my vault in one of the buildings up the street. Meet me there.
So yeah, clearly I avoided all of those guys out there. And like I said, missing out on XP by not doing that, missing out on resources and stuff. But I like that the game doesn't make you go confront enemies some of the time if you don't want to. Sometimes you definitely have to. There's just not that much of a way around it. But a lot of the time I do feel like the game has been pretty much up to me how I wanna approach things, and I really dig that. So, oh, more of these things. I don't have any throwables, I don't think. It's down there. I better switch back. I forgot how to use that thing. There we go. Oh, enemies floating around up there. Let's go ahead and hit him. Oh shit. Load. There we go. There's gotta be another way around that thing. Alright, time to stumble through more hacking. Damn it! Gotta channel all my George Costanza right now. Yes, got it! Okay. So I hacked that thing, don't have to worry about getting shot in the back. Let's see if I can get to this dude's vault.
That looks like the place Aaron talked about.
Yeah, little side quest popping up here. Not gonna worry about that though. Gonna just bypass that and get to this guy's spot. Oh shit. I wonder if there's another way around. Look at that. Sure is. Okay, so we've got quite a bit of laser traps set here. That's okay though, they're easy to turn off. Like super easy to turn off. Except for this one. I'm having a hard time reaching it. Come on. There we go. Convenient little walkway here. Duck under that.
This is it.
And we're good to go. Okay, so that's it. I'm not going to spoil what's in there. In fact, I'm actually going to exit to the menu here. And yeah, hopefully you got a good look at Terminator. I didn't show you the nighttime levels or anything, but I feel like they nail the feeling of the first movie really well. There's also a lot of cool callbacks and Easter eggs and stuff to those movies, the first couple, which I really appreciate. But yeah, check this out if you're interested. I give it a thumbs up. I recommend it. Keep in mind, you know, like I said, a little rough around the edges in some points. But ultimately fun and cool. And if you're looking for, you know, a game that's got a little bit of depth but isn't like totally overwhelming with options and stuff, this is perfect. This is like just the right kind of game for where I can find myself sometimes. You know, you want something that's going to take you about, I don't know, 12 to 20 hours, somewhere in there. It's got a lot of heart. It's a good option. It is. I like it. I also love this theme. You know me. I love my guitar-driven music. I like this version of the Terminator theme. It's very good. You can't see it right now, but I'm air guitaring. Alright everybody, thank you for hanging out and watching me play this one. We'll be back. Go check this out, it's fun. Alright, we'll see you next time.